In this hoe, yeah, H-Town shit, yeah, fuck with me. In this hoe, yeah, hoe, what? Hoe, yeah, hoe, okay. I know you be seeing what I do. I know you be calm.
Hey Taurus, welcome to Tea Priestess. I hope that y'all are feeling lovely, doing amazing, okay? This is an October 2021 reading for y'all, okay? So we're gonna see what the divine has, for the month. I guess the rest of the month because it's some of the month already, but this might, okay, I'm getting like a recap of like the beginning of the month, of last month too. Last month and this, we'll see. I don't know, something like that is coming out. I just heard recap though, so it'll be a recap of something and then going forward. Okay, so okay, I'm focusing on a lot of red, like the divine is pointing out all this red, okay? And so it's like you have been stopped. Okay, so this is the recap. Okay, so you have been stopped. I just saw 111. Okay, so you have been, something has been stopping you, or you have been stopped, or something has stopped, or whatever stopped. Red. And okay, also like, because I heard something like furious. So like for you, being in this situation has made you, or you have been, or whatever, it caused you to, be like furious and like what the fuck, like what the fuck is going on, like why is this happening? Why is nothing moving forward? Why? Just why? Okay? And so it's like, I'm getting some like hate. Like the stop was because of hate. So it's like from people, from some type of situation, somebody put some type of stop on you or wanted you to stop because of hate, like on you and whatever you're doing, saying, just in whatever way you're contributing to the world. They hate you for the things that you do. Okay. And so, okay, they did something spiritually, okay, did something spiritually against you and used some type of darkness to stop you. And this could have been over a few months, okay, like for real. This could have been over a few months, not just like last month or just earlier this month. No, this could have been over a few months, okay? So it's like they have really been using dark energy. If you like, yeah, I don't need to go into the dark energy part of this, but that's just what it is. If you don't know about dark energy or things like that, the darkness, then I think the divine just said, you will know when you need to know. That's it, yes. You will know when you need to know. I don't need to explain, or, well, it's a lot. It's a lot to explain, and this is not the time to explain it. If you don't understand, then you will gain the clarity that you need, but the divine just needs you to understand now that darkness was used against you. Okay, so like when I first started, I was looking at light, Like there's a box for my cards. I just have 444, okay? It says light, and I was looking at that, and at the very beginning I was like, okay, I don't know. But now it's coming back, and so it's like, okay. So it's like, you know, you are light, okay? You are light. And so people have known that, understood that, can see it, the light, okay? Like you walk into a room, it lights up. Literally, you engage in conversation, you light it up. You go to a party, you lit that shit up, okay? It's like you're light. You are, okay? You are light. And so it's like, you know, that's what you attracted them, or they were attracted to you. Not you attracted them. Well, in a way, kind of. But they were attracted to you because of your light, okay? But they have darkness. I mean, we all have darkness, but it's like they have more darkness than light, or no light at all. Whatever this is, these people, this situation, this whatever. I'm getting people though, more so. It could be a situation like a job or some other type of relationship, some type of something that has been utilizing darkness against you, okay? And so because of that, it's like, you know, it's probably done a lot, okay? It's done a lot. Like you've had to really look at yourself or something, like look at yourself hard, or like really try to evaluate, because it's probably been like, okay, like what am I not doing right, you know? Like what am I not doing right to feel like the things I'm doing, especially for months, is right, you know? And you felt like that because of what they have been doing, okay? So it's like they have been like manipulating. I mean, you know, energy, everything is energy. So it's like they've manipulated the energy around you or whatever to basically get you to believe. So believe one thing differently than what you're supposed to believe, that the divine would like you to believe and understand about everything that you have been doing, everything that you are, all of that. So they have been manipulating your belief. That's one, okay? The next is, then if it's like, shit, your living situation, your money situation, your love situation, like with a significant other, with other relationships too, but I'm getting like more so with a partner. They have also done things to manipulate that shit, okay? Manipulate the energy surrounding those possibilities or those actual like situations that you're in. Okay, so situations like that, you know. And so it's like, what? Like what? What? Like it's just like, what? But the thing is, okay, because I just got that nigga, like you're obviously that nigga. And so that's why they have tried. Because, okay, you see how I said tried? Because yes, they have tried, they have attempted, but they did not succeed. Because where are you now? Here, doing what you're doing, you know? Did they stop you? No. Does the divine still love you? Yes, okay? Okay, like for real. So it's like, everything that they tried to stop, do you still have a place to live? I hope so. I really hope so. But it's like, do you have some money? Or even if you don't have money, are your bills paid? Does money kinda, like does the divine kinda still try, even through the manipulation of them like manipulating energy around you? Did the divine still find a way to push those blessings through for you, even if it wasn't what you thought would come through, because of the energy that you were putting out, you know, into the world. The divine, like, did the divine still do that? Yes. Okay. If not, well, no, yes, this is a recap. This is still a recap. Okay. So it's like, you know, things like that. The divine has still made sure. And so, okay, now it's like a little backstory, kind of. I don't know. More backstory? I don't know. But the divine is like, maybe it's something you don't need to know yet, because it just went away. But it was like some part of the, wow. Maybe they've also tried to manipulate your mental, like your memory, okay? Like different aspects of you, your memory, your thoughts. Your memory, your thoughts, your shit, getting ideas from the divine, you know, that comes through here. I just saw 1111, okay? So maybe, yes, they could have been trying to really stop this, because if your mental is like weak, basically, if your mental is weak, if you're weak mentally, then darkness can consume you. I'm serious. These people are obviously mentally weak, or weaker than what you are, okay? But it's like, yeah, they try to break down your mental capacity, your mental strength, things like that also, okay? Try to fuck up your memory, try to fuck up your, okay, I'm getting, they could have also tried to place, like, it's so much. Okay, they could have tried to place like you know, very dark thoughts into your mind, to get you to do things to yourself that, you know, the divine would never want you to do, okay? Or anybody wouldn't want you to do to yourself, but they wanted you to do that to yourself, okay? Really tried to fuck you up. Really tried to fuck you up, Taurus. Really tried to fuck you up, okay? And so it's just like, at this point, okay, we're moving forward now. So at this point, the divine is like, nah, I saw all of that. I saw all of that. I saw all of it. I saw what y'all was doing. I understand exactly what y'all was doing. Y'all tried to, you know, with the darkness, I'm guessing, because I just heard something about conceal. I was about to say something about conceal. So it's like, they tried to conceal themselves in some way. Like, not that they were thinking about the divine at all, okay? During this, they were not thinking about the divine at all. No, they have no relationship with God, okay? Pure darkness. Pure darkness. And so they didn't think about anything with the divine, but it's like in their darkness, they tried to conceal whatever they were doing in the spiritual realm, in the darkness, and thought that no light, it wouldn't come out to the light, that no light would be shown, that the divine would not, you know, show that this information to you, would not guide you to this information, would not let it be known what's going on. Like the divine, literal light, literal light would not see through the darkness, okay? This is what they thought, okay? they could be very annoying. Also, the situation could definitely have been very annoying or be very annoying still if you're still going through it. But yeah, it's like they wanted to fuck. Oh my gosh. See, it's this little bug that is in here, and it's been in here for like 2 days. And I'm just over it at this point because it's really trying to fuck with me, okay? Like this. Like, I feel like the divine is doing something so that the bug really comes around me right now. But it's like they really try to fuck with you, get you all up. Like, it's really trying to rile me up, honestly. It is. It's trying to rile me up. And so it's like, they were really trying to rile you up to get you to do things that you literally should not do, would not normally do, wouldn't, like, thoughts that you would normally not even have, like, at all, ever, you know, because it's like you have a connection with the divine, and it's like, because you have a connection with the divine, it's like, why would I have those thoughts? I love my fucking life. Like, it's I love my life. So why would I want to do anything to myself? Because I'm out here living. The fuck? Like, it's just like that. And so it's like things like that, like they try to fuck up your destiny. They said nope. Because again, I said earlier, like, they saw your light, they understood your light, things like that. And so they tried to fuck up your destiny. They saw your destiny. Whew. It's like they knew your destiny. They know your destiny, know, whatever, your destiny. Destiny, okay? And so that's the reason why they tried to stop you. Again, it's try, okay? But the divine is letting you know now, or will be letting you know, especially by the end of the month. By the end of the month, you're going to see that, one, the divine knew everything, understood everything, saw everything, just had to let it happen. Because some things do have to happen. Like, you have to go through the motions in order to get victory. You have to go through the motions in order to get justice. And so, yes, you had to go through that shit. And you probably didn't even understand what was going on. You just, you know, felt and were going through the motions of you physically, but spiritually you had no idea. And this is also something that the divine was going to give you insight on. Now, you could have maybe had like an inkling about this, okay? But it's like, you didn't know, you still didn't know. And this is not something that the divine was going to tell you yet, because of the vastness of it. It's like, the divine could not tell you, pretty much, in a way. The divine could not tell you, because it's just like, one, it's just a lot. It's a lot of information. It's a lot to think about, because if it's like your whole life, you know, and things, everything within your life, and it's like all these little things, these little nuances that have added up to big things, and it's like them really manipulating as much as they have manipulating to do things to you. It's like, it's a lot. So it's like the divine either probably force fed you little things to get you to understand, or will force feed you little things to get you to understand the situation. Yes, will force feed you, or has. And so that way you can start to, you know, understand it on a large level and get to see the full picture of like the vastness, again, of what they have done, what they tried to do, but did not succeed in. Okay? But it's like, yeah, now you're moving forward, okay? You moving forward. The divine is like, Okay, be ready. I just keep getting be ready. Okay, be ready. Be ready. Be ready. Be ready for your greatness. Oh, because you were grateful. Okay, because because I'm getting like Job. So Job in the Bible. If you haven't read that book in the Bible, if you don't read no other books in the Bible, Job is like a really good book in the Bible, especially for this. If y'all Taurus is for real, if you haven't read that book in the Bible, I recommend reading that whole shit. It's real. It's short too. It's not really long. Read that specific book in the Bible, okay? Because it pretty much explains this whole situation. It does. It really does. It's like Satan, the devil, Satan, whatever, darkness. Basically like okay. And also, okay, so if you do read it, then it's like you can understand more about darkness through Job. Reading the book and understanding Job's story, but also reading it and understanding it that way. So that way you can understand darkness and what darkness is. That's what I'm getting. The book, reading the book will help you to understand darkness and how it works, where it comes, or just how it is. Because, because for me and my understanding, especially me, so this situation that I'm talking about, like I go through these things. Whatever I'm talking about, literally in these readings, I'm literally either going through it currently or have gone through it, okay? I don't talk about nothing that I have not the divine does not allow me to talk about anything that I have not went through or that I do not know about personally, okay? And so my personal experience with this whole thing is whenever the divine brought Job, the book of Job to me months ago, I was going through, again, people manipulating the energy, but on a large level. It's been on very large levels. And so, I had to go through a whole court situation that I didn't even, it was just a lot. It was a lot going on, and I didn't ask for that, but I was put into it. I just saw 2222, okay? But it's like during that situation, the divine guided me to Job, but not at the very beginning, but like middle to end. And so I understood through Job's story, like I was going through the same thing that Job had went through, like, like things just falling away or people falling away, not like that, but like things that you thought were good, that you were doing for God. It's like, well, what? Am I not really doing this right? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with me? Like, huh? Like, just what? And so the divine guided me to Job. And so when I was reading it, I was like, wow. Like, he was just like, even though he was going through all that shit, so much shit, he was still like, God, like, I don't know why I'm going through this. I really don't know why. I don't fully understand why I'm going through this, okay? I don't understand why I'm going through this. And each and every day, like, I know he got, like, he was hot. I'm pretty sure he was hot. Like, I'm tired of going through this shit. I'm tired, because I done been there. Like, why the fuck am I going through this? And so going through it, getting to the end, because I think it was after, like, the whole court thing. And then, after that, or, like, closer to the end, or, like, after it was done or whatever, the divine guided me to the very end of Job, okay? And so now I'm reading the end of Job, and it's like, the very ground that Job walk on is fucking holy, basically. People know exactly, like, when Job take a step, that's God. because he proved himself to God in so many ways that it's like, God know he fuck with him and have no doubts. Like, no doubts, okay? I get no doubt, okay? That ain't, I do that every time, and those are not the words, okay? But, okay, but yeah, it's like, it was like, one, his family, because it's like his family left him. His family came back to him at the end. Not only was he blessed with like a whole bunch of crops and shit, you know, in this modern day, it'd be like, you know, money, like money on top of money, you know, house on top of house. I mean, you know, whatever you need, whatever is for you by God, you know, like riches, wealth, generational wealth. That's what Job got basically for that hard shit that he had to go through, okay? And everybody knew, publicly, in person, around the town, around the country, I don't know, but around, like, people knew, that's that nigga Job. Job that nigga, okay? Don't fuck with Job, because Job that nigga, okay? And so it's like, Taurus, you gonna find out that you are that nigga, okay? I know I've been saying nigga through this whole time, because it's a whole bunch of, I be saying stuff. Look, this is another message. This is me personally. This is not the divine. This could be the divine, but this is me right now. I just saw 2626, so okay, this is me and the divine. I be seeing a whole bunch of stuff online. White family, look, I'ma call it out, because it's like white people, other people, like Latino people, whoever the fuck that is not black, be out there saying nigga. And it just really irks the fuck out of me, because it's like, you are not black. And I understand, you know, according to like Pangea, things like that, you know, tracing back or whatever, they say we all got look, I'm not going to all that, but it's like, you know, apparently we're all from Africa, originating, yes. So we all have some type of level of DNA that's like similar in like whatever, I don't know. But for me, it's like, if you're not currently black, like right now, like not generations removed, hundreds of years removed, and you're not currently black right now, and your ancestors did not derive from fucking chattel slavery, do not say the word nigga. It's just, what? No, like for real, because it's like, nigga is for niggas. If you have not been treated in the world like a nigga, you do not deserve to say the word nigga. And that's just it. That's just period, okay? I'm so serious, because I'm tired of that shit. All these non-nigga people be out here nigga. And it's like, okay, either they hear it in the song, they see it, or they just be out there saying nigga. And it's like, my nigga, you are not a nigga. You're not a nigga. If you have never been treated in this world like a nigga, you are not a nigga. And that's just it. And to be treated like a nigga. My God, to be treated in this world like a nigga, that's a whole thing. So it's like, nigga is for niggas. That's another message. It's another message, okay? Yeah, yes. Because it really, it's, And that's also something that's coming out right now. Okay, Tauruses, if you black, especially if you black, okay, you about to be getting more blessings than especially for you being a nigga, okay? You about to be getting more blessings than you could ever think of. Because God, again, what? Darkness. God know what be happening in darkness. God know what the fuck been happening this whole time. It's now that we can finally be like, getting justice, getting served, justice getting served. People, either out here dying, like God is snatching souls, God is snatching lives, okay? Literally, okay? Look, okay, 3 years ago, I called out this white racist ass man who called these kids that I worked at a school, fucking monkeys. Monkeys, just literally black boys, called them monkeys. Said that they was playing in the fucking fucking whatever, but like monkeys. You call 2 little black boys that? And you a old ass white man? Old ass white man. So that means I know that you know what the word monkey means to black people. And so it's like, you know, the divine set it up. And I was like, I've never expressed myself like that, especially straight to a fucking white man in his face, surrounded in a whole fucking boardroom full of white people, okay? I'm so serious. And I called out that white man so bad because during the meeting, it was like this big ass meeting that got called out. One, because one of the students, the black boys, they had told this girl who was like my mentee, and so she told me like as soon as she knew, she told me, she saw me and she told me, and so I was like, what? Like what? And then I immediately told this like woman who was like attached to the head of the school or whatever. And so I told her, and then after that, basically it became, because I said something and then I kept asking about it, I said something else again, then it was like, okay, let's have this meeting and let's talk about things. Or it was just a regular meeting and they were like kind of talking about certain things, but then like by the end I was like, okay, because the divine was like getting me ready like the whole time throughout the whole meeting, because I was just like really getting agitated. Like, y'all not talking about this shit. Y'all not talking about what we need to be talking about, because one, we all work and live pretty much on the same campus. So it's like, I gotta live here with y'all fucking racist ass people. And I'm a black ass woman. I'm a black woman, okay? A nigga. And I don't feel comfortable with this shit. So the divine was like, you know, okay, we gonna say something. I'm getting you prepared, kind of. And this was before I like knew that the divine utilized my tongue and my mouth and me, okay? And so during that meeting, I was like, basically it was like, I just had to say it, like it just came out, and I still don't know everything that I said, but I know I said a whole lot. But I know that I called that man out. I said, sir, whatever his name was, I was like, why are y'all not addressing the fact that you are basically racist and you called these kids monkeys and that is not allowed and you shouldn't be here, like basically because you racist. And I know that's not the first time that you said something like that, because it just came out so comfortable and all of y'all just acting like this is normal or something. So I know that this is like not the first time. I know that this is not the first time, but apparently, you know, it's just chill. It's just chill. And so, you know, God made me say a whole lot. So much so to where this man got red in the face. Red, like red. I ain't never seen no white man get red like that. I never seen no white man get red like that. And he got so uncomfortable that he had to leave because he could not take a black woman holding him accountable in the way that I did, okay? And so it's like, okay. And then like last year, so this is a year removed or something, a year and a half, almost two years, kind of 2 years removed, basically, or maybe earlier this year, something like that. It could have been earlier this year, I don't know. But it's like the school basically decided to follow me on Instagram. Okay. And so when they followed me, you know, God always sets shit up so I can see. And so God set it up so they could follow me. And then basically, I go through their page and I look and see a post, and I'm not laughing at this, but it's also like, this is what God does. Again, if you read Job, this will help you to understand the darkness, okay? But it's like, basically, I saw a post that said that, you know, this man is no longer living. He's not. He died earlier this year. He did. Last year, I had to call him out again, call the whole school out, because, you know, I mean, we were fighting for Black lives last year. The whole world, basically, the whole world got to see who the United States was last year because of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, okay? That's a fact. And so I called them out because they, especially after what happened, they still, like, publicly wasn't, like, promoting anything, like, saying, like, we stand for Black people, we whatever. I remember they did, and then I saw the post. The Divine guided me to the post, and I made a statement, and I called out this man again, publicly, online. I don't give no fucks, okay? I did it on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and Facebook. Okay, this is who I am. I don't give no fucks about this shit, okay? And so, the Divine led me to do all of that. Called this man out. They basically deleted the post because it had his name in it, okay? And so, because this school was trying to protect him, not only when I was there and I called him out, and nobody was trying to do anything, they suspended him for like 2 weeks with pay. He was still living on campus. They didn't take away his house. They didn't do nothing. He came back to work like it was nothing. I had to work around this man. The fuck? These kids had to work around this racist ass man who openly was racist to them. No consequences. And so it's like, basically, the Divine was like, okay, y'all not gonna do nothing? Look, y'all not gonna do nothing? After she said something and gave you time, like the Divine gave time, then the year after, this is a year after, y'all still not doing nothing? He's still working there? Y'all still paying him, supporting him, doing all this? Okay. And she called him out again, and y'all again, for the shit y'all doing? Okay. So this year, all right, well, I'm taking my soul back. I'm snatching my life, because it's done. It's done. I'm doing what I need to do now, and that's the Divine. And so, you know, okay, now going back to y'all as far as this whole thing, because that came out for a reason. I know the niggas for niggas came out, but it's like, this is also attached. It's like, whatever situation you going through, this hard shit, don't worry. And I'm serious, don't worry. Like, I'm really serious about this man dying and everything. The Divine got my back. The Divine has my back. So it's just like, okay, you humans don't deal with it, I will deal with it. And I'll deal with it in a way where you won't like it. And you will know exactly why this happened also at the same time. And that's just it. And so, you know, whatever is going on. Now, I'm not saying that people gonna be out here dying, but you know, this is a time where the Divine is snatching souls back. If you're not out here seeing shit, then that's on you. But the Divine is snatching souls. The Divine is doing everything that the Divine needs to do to make sure the light people get to do what they need to do out here, because we need light to showcase all this fucking darkness, okay? And if that means getting rid of dark ass people, then that's what needs to be done. Because again, like, that man was older, whatever, and so he was a little boy. He grew up as a teenager. He was a young adult, an adult. Racism was following him that whole time. I'm sure he probably did worse than whatever the fuck I witnessed him to be and do. So it's like, at that time, it's like, the Divine is like, what the fuck? Done. You don't hold yourself accountable. None of these people is holding you accountable. So why do you deserve life? And you think that you just gonna have life and live in the body that I gave you? What? No. The divine is like, no. So, you know, that's it. I just saw 3939. Alignment, the divine. So, yeah. Whew. All right. I know that was a long little segment, but it's like, yeah. Taurus, don't fucking worry on any levels. I know you went through some shit, but it's like, don't fucking worry, because the divine got your back on so many levels, especially spiritually, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, every single way. The divine got your back, okay? I'm serious. I think that's it. At this point, that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. So I hope that this really helps. You know, it got a little dark, but you know, this whole shit is dark. You've been going through the fucking darkness. Like, darkness was your only fucking friend, okay? So yes, Taurus, I hope that you know, move past it. Find a way to, I feel like, because the way that I'm ending it, I feel like, you know, you're moving past it. It's almost like by the end of the month, you're just going to be like the divine is going to put a smile on your face, okay? In so many ways, shapes and forms. I just heard surprise. Surprises on the way, okay? So just be on the lookout, because the divine got your back, okay? Out here going buck behind you, okay? For real. So I thank you for watching. I thank you for coming through, okay? I love y'all. I really do. I thank you. I really do. Check the description box and then come back. All right. I know you like to have sex, but remember to protect yourself.
Now, on my high priestess shit.